final race of the day. It's the Senior Rotax in association with Amesbury Plant Hire. And, of course, this is our final race. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe to TNL Sports on YouTube to get plenty of action throughout the race season, including the British Supermoto Championship. And, of course, all of the rounds of the HKRC Championship, the next one on February the 10th. So, Senior Rotax will look at how they line up now. So it's going to be Macaulay Bishop from Philip Rawson, Lucas Ellingham, Archie Buttle, Deacon Russell and Sam Baker in 6th position. Jack Spencer, Jack Collins, Ralph Youngling, George Donald, George Allen and Caden McQueen in 12th position. Now Caden McQueen, of course, winner of the previous heat race. And as they make their way out onto the grid for what will be this final race today, Anglostiadis in 13th place, Walker in 14th, Charlie Webb, Alexander Adams Acton in 16th, Luca Osman Price, Ethan Martin in 18th position, and Pavlonis in 10th from Bray, Nicholas Ellis in 11th, Michael Morgan, Tom Pryor and Jacob Bavoriak in 24th position. So another one of the younglings there. Timo and Ralph, I believe, named after one driver just on the grid has gone onto the grass as they make their way through onto the formation lap. So stranded on the grass. I can't tell you who it is as they make their way through. The rest of the grid made up Kieran Pugh, Leo Purchase further down the field as well. But one driver has gone onto the grass and the rest of the field make their way through, headed by the number 19 there, Philip Rawson, Macaulay Bishop on that front row. It's a good start. They get ready to go. No, it is a wave round. Was immediately trouble further down. As you may see at the back of your grid, they're 21 hitting trouble there. Tom Pryor, the number 93, it's a messy start to the race here. Al Kirby also going off the track. Is that the 104, I think, as well, possibly? 119, Presley Walker, maybe. Try and get the number of that. So, bit of a dramatic start here, Charlie, with quite a few drivers hitting trouble.
Looks like a couple of drivers got caught off guard with that false start. So,
there's a driver, one driver out of the race, I think, as well. Already.
Looks like a bent axle for, I think that's the 199 of Presley Walker. So, definitely time to do a take two, and we'll see what happens now. Macaulay Bishop, the man on a mission today at Kimbolton. Philip Rawson is definitely been there or thereabouts. There's Tom Pryor trying to slot back into position. There's some strong drivers here this weekend that we need to watch out for. Watch out for Charlie Webb. He was definitely a strong one to look out for. That's Lucas Ellingham. Bunch of JDR karts here this weekend, and we're off and racing in Senior Rotax for the first round of Club Championship. It's their final, and Macaulay Bishop holds it into the lead. Lucas Ellingham gets into second place. So brilliant start by Lucas Ellingham on that JDR chassis, on that JDR MS chassis. Philip Rawson looks like he's got into third place. So brilliant start, and there's Deacon Russell. He's very much come on as a driver. He's in P4. Sam Baker in your top 5, driving brilliantly. Trying to get onto the back of the MLC, Deacon Russell, but Macaulay Bishop, the man on the mission, he is off to a brilliant start so far. Lucas Ellingham really showing that he's not over. It's not over yet, and there's many laps left of this race.
So here we go over the line. So Macaulay Bishop leads the way. Lucas Ellingham, Rawson, Russell, Baker, Archie Butler in 6th place as they all go charging through the first corner. Now, one or two drivers hitting trouble on that first lap. We saw a driver go onto the grass further down the field, and if you see some parts of the grass spectator car park, you'll know that there's still a bit of moisture in that soil, so you definitely don't want to go off the track, as you'll have a really hard time getting back on. But meanwhile, Macaulay Bishop leads the way down the TKM straight once again. Lucas Ellingham charging. I think the driver we lost on that first lap just going over the line was the 47, Cassius Dieppe. They're further down, so Bishop leading, but Ellingham still charging. Number 19 right in there as well, Philip Rawson, Deacon Russell and Sam Baker as they charge through into the first corner. But at the moment in his early stages, Macaulay Bishop doing a great job of covering those lines. Not too defensive to slow his pace, but holding on to the lead quite aggressively.
Lucas Ellingham really going to give Macaulay Bishop a run for his money. He definitely does not want to let Macaulay get away, and he's definitely applying a bit of pressure. Not enough to fully go for a move, but just enough to keep him at bay. He's got his head down, but sitting very tall in the kart. Will definitely cause a headwind, and he'll definitely be struggling to get down the straight, so that's why he has to duck that head. And there's Macaulay Bishop sparking coming out the final corner, just showing how much this chassis get a wear on. during these race weekends. Philip Rawson doing a sonking job in P3. That's Sam Baker, who's also looking at getting onto the back of these top three, and hopefully a podium place is in his honour.
So here we go up to the top of the circuit now, and at the moment Macaulay Bishop doing a great job of holding on to this lead, and Lucas Ellingham really keeping the pressure on in second place. The top two just starting to pull away slowly now from Philip Rawson in third place as they make their way through into Kimbolton. Once again, technical flag meanwhile for number 43, a bit further down the field, of Alfie Bray from the edge just in the midfield, so looking like going to drop out of contention. Bishop leading, Ellingham second, but look out for this driver here, number 19, Philip Rawson, who has set the fastest lap of the race, 40.5, matching the leaders for pace here, trying to close up and dragging along slowly the number 31 who's behind him of Sam Baker. Caden McQueen's done very well, of course. McQueen had that trouble in the first heat race, which means that he dropped quite far down the grid in this final. Number 42, Caden McQueen, is closing on the number 31, the driver we're looking at just there, of Sam Baker. McQueen closing up all the time as the leaders make their way through. There's the number 19, the third place Philip Rawson, trying to close up on the two race leaders, but look out for Sam Baker, and in particular number 42, Caden McQueen, who's just a little bit further behind.
Definitely not over yet with Bishop in the lead this race. Lucas Ellingham is biding his time. He's getting ready for the moment when he can pounce and try and take the win off Macaulay Bishop. And Macaulay Bishop's just been outstanding so far. He already won a race this year last weekend at the Paul Fletcher International Circuit. It went from last in qualifying and actually won the final, so very much showing that senior Rotax is where he belongs, and Rotax in general is where he belongs. And Lucas Ellingham doing all the work he can. There's Sam Baker on your screens, Caden McQueen just slowly coming in behind. If those two can work together, then maybe we can look at a brilliant top 5 battle for the win.
Yeah, there we see Sam Baker charging hard here, trying to close up on that fight between Philip Rawson, Lucas Ellingham a bit further down the track, and Macaulay Bishop there, 68, has pretty much, of course, led the entire race. He's got 3.5 minutes plus the 1 lap remaining. As again, we look at the number 31 of Sam Baker trying to close up on that lead group. We've got number 42, Caden McQueen behind, and just starting to pull away now from the 1-2-1 of Deacon Russell and Archie Buttle. As we see coming through into Kimbolton goes number 31, Sam Baker out of the final corner goes, just over 3 minutes plus the 1 lap remaining. Macaulay Bishop holding on to the lead, but at the front it looks like Lucas Ellingham is starting to put the pressure on, as we see Caden McQueen there charging after the machine of Sam Baker, but Macaulay Bishop going through into Derek's corner, still leading the way. There go the two leaders. There's that fight just a bit further behind them. The rest of the top 10, Deacon Russell, Jack Spencer and Ralph Youngling in there as well. There's 64, Jack Spencer in the middle of that fight also. But down into the final two corners, the race leaders. There they go there. We see the fight for third. But Macaulay Bishop coming under some real pressure now from Lucas Ellingham as they make their way down into the first corner. There come the lead group of drivers. There's Bishop, Ellingham, Rawson, Baker and Caden McQueen looking strong, going for a move.
Caden McQueen down inside of Sam Baker. Brilliant move there by Caden McQueen. Definitely looking strong near this further end of the race. And Macaulay Bishop, there he is on your screens, leading the way. And Lucas Ellingham ready to make a move. He's got 2 minutes left, and that's Philip Rawson, who's definitely going to have a look at trying to bounce back if those two come to tow. And Philip Rawson, very much a strong driver here so far this weekend, definitely has shown what he is capable of, and hopefully we see him back here later in the year and also throughout the whole year.
So closing stages of this senior Rotax final, and it's still Macaulay Bishop holding that lead. Number 45 on his tether, Lucas Ellingham can't find a way through at the moment, and all the time Philip Rawson watching in third place. They make their way up towards the top of the circuit now through the Dan Weldon corner. Bishop looking strong, the time ticking down now, 1:26 on the clock, still a few more laps to go in this one. Here they come through Kestrel once again. At the moment Ellingham can keep up, but he can't find a way to get through at the moment, and what he can't afford to do here is get too aggressive in that fight for the lead, because not too far behind him is the number 19 of Philip Rawson, and still Caden McQueen and Sam Baker looking threatening in 4th and 5th place. 1 minute to go plus 1 lap remaining, so they should get through with about 3 laps to go here. And at the moment Macaulay Bishop still leading the way, but still looking threatening in third is Philip Rawson. 1 second covering the top 3 here. So at the moment, I think Ellingham can't afford to be too aggressive as he fights for the lead.
Macaulay Bishop really started to put more pressure on the Kart now. He's really pushing, trying to get away from Lucas Ellingham. There's only got 2 laps left after the final corner down the start-finish straight. Macaulay Bishop, Lucas Ellingham are coming up to a back marker, so we hope to make sure he gets out the way. There's Caden McQueen on your screens, doing very good to hold off the Sam Baker, who's pulled a bit of a gap away from Sam Baker. Doing really well. There's the back marker, and Macaulay Bishop's getting held up a bit. Well, the Jack Dex racing car of Lucas Ellingham, well, he's followed through, so now Lucas Ellingham is right on the back of Macaulay Bishop, and now Macaulay's really got work to do now, as we're about to go on to the final lap of the race. And Macaulay Bishop, he's got 1 lap to hold on Lucas Ellingham, and there's Philip Rawson, and we knew Philip was going to be there or thereabouts, and there's Lucas Ellingham, head down to the floor. He's got 1 lap left.
So yeah, we got 1 lap to go here. Into the first corner they go, and the number 45 of Lucas Ellingham through the willows for the final time. And this is definitely, of course, where these top 3 drivers are going to stake their claim if they're going to take victory here in the final. Through Derek's corner they go. You can see Bishop driving quite defensive there, getting those apexes covered, preventing Lucas Ellingham from making a move. Here they come down the T-Chem straight for the final time, Charlie, and it's a fight to the line here with Macaulay Bishop leading the way.
Macaulay Bishop, he knew what he had to do, and he's only gone and done it. And round the final corner, Lucas Ellingham couldn't handle it, and Macaulay Bishop wins here in Kimbolton for round 1 of the club championship. Very calm and collective, no celebration. What a driver and what a day.
Yeah, very well deserved victory there for Macaulay Bishop. Lucas Ellingham then in second place, Philip Rawson. Caden McQueen taking 4th after that relatively poor grid position, fighting through well to take 4th place. Sam Baker, Archie Buttle, Deacon Russell in 7th, Jack Spencer, Charlie Webb, and Alexander Adams-Acton has had a mixed day, of course, but fighting through on that final there to grab a 10th position. Tom Pryor, Ethan Martin, Ralph Youngling, George Allen a little bit further behind there as the senior Rotax, and of course the final race of the day draws to a close just before 4 p.m. here at Kimbolton.